Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks again for joining me today. And today we're going to do a quick look at a new planner cover that I got. You will see it's from Moterm. And I ordered this a while back and I hadn't had a chance to record a quick review video, but I thought that I would share this with you guys in case you were interested. So back in October, Moterm released some new covers in new colors. And I'll tell you a little story first. Last year, when I started using, or might have been the year before, when I started using an A6 Hobonichi, I ordered a zip of an A6 Hobonichi, A6 cover from Moterm, and it was in a olive green. And I ended up not using that A6, it must have been 2 years ago, because I ended up not using that A6 Hobonichi, and so I sold that zip cover. And you know how you have things sometimes that you think at the time, oh, I'm never going to use this, I might as well get rid of it. And then it might be months later, it might be years later, you kick yourself and you think, why did I ever do that? Why did I ever get rid of it? Well, that cover was one of those regrets that I have. And if I could ever get it back, I would buy another one, because it was the perfect size. The Hobonichi zipper covers are bigger than the Moterm zipper covers, or at least that one was. And the cover was just the perfect size to stick in your purse, and the olive color was just to die for. What does that have to do with what's in this box? Well, let me show you. Because as soon as I found out that Moterm was coming out with a new color, I decided that I had to have something in that color, and this time I was never going to let it go. So, ta-da! Here it is. I ordered an A6 cover in the olive from Moterm, and this is actually an A6 Plus. They didn't have the A6 available by the time I got to order one, and this is the A6 Plus. So it's a little bit wider and a little bit taller, and it's designed for those of you who are stuffers, who like to have the big chunky books in your covers, and you need the extra space for the chunkiness. And I hesitated on ordering it because I'm not a stuffer, and I really didn't think that I needed it. Okay, I'm not a stuffer in the bound books. If you've seen my latest video on my A6 rings, you'll know that's not true in rings. I am a stuffer there. But anyway, I hesitated to order this because of that, but I went ahead and pulled the trigger because I knew if I didn't, I would probably not ever get the olive in the other size that I wanted. And I also knew that I could probably resell this if once I got it, I didn't like it. But sorry to say, for anybody who might be hoping that I'm going to sell it, I'm not selling it. I really like it. It's really pretty. So let me show you a little bit about it and what it looks like, and just kind of walk you through the ins and outs of this. So it comes with a dust bag, which I just think is so cool that Moterm does that. So there's a dust bag and a really nice box. I keep all of mine stored in their boxes. Let me just slide that out of the way, and here's the cover. So again, it is I think about 1/4 inch wider and taller, and it has a longer strap on it than the regular Moterm, and that's of course for, you know, those of you who are stuffers, and you get 2 poppers, so you have even more room if you need, you know, to have, I mean, with that, you can have a pretty chunky planner in there. Might even be able to hold a Dakshina Stalogy. She likes to have them very chunky, I know. So here's the inside. Again, this is the bound book, not ring type planner. So you get your 2 page markers, which I have a love-hate relationship with. Lately, I seem to not like them more than I do, but I don't ever cut them out because I do find that I use them occasionally. You've got 4 card slots here, and then another one here, and then you've got a secretarial pocket here, a slip pocket here, a slip pocket here, a slip pocket here, a slip pocket here, and a slip pocket here, and a big old pocket in the back, and 1 elasticated pen loop. One thing that Moterm knows how to do is pockets, and they do it very well, and just a really nice planner overall. Let me show you. This is an A6 Stalogy, just to kind of give you an idea. This was the thing I was worried about, is if I put a Hobonichi or a Stalogy in here, because it was the plus version, was it going to be swimming in here? And it's really not. You'll see if I slide this all the way down, it's just a little bit of extra space at the top here, not even a thumb width at the top, and it fits nicely in here, so you could kind of center it and then, you know, put it in. You'll see there's a little bit of room here at the spine, because I did slide it all the way over. But if you wanted, you know, if you wanted tabs, you could slide it back a little bit, and your tabs would be nicely protected here, which is to me a plus of having that plus. Oh, look, I made a funny. Sorry. I cracked myself up. And you know, just putting the snap in at the tightest, there's still lots of wiggle room and plenty of space. So if you are somebody that likes to stuff your planner, then the A plus or A6 plus is the way to go. And as somebody who doesn't stuff my planner, it's not overwhelmingly, you know, swimming in there that it would bother me. And I'm looking forward to using this cover, and I'm thinking about next year about having potentially a commonplace book, or using this with my A6 Stalogy that I'm using, excuse me, my A6 Hobonichi that I'm using as a memory keeper. And you may have seen a video where I talked about doing that, that I'm doing that now for the second half of this year. So anyway, this is the A6 Plus from Moterm in the olive color. I really like it. I can't say enough good things about Moterm. Their price, their quality, customer service, everything. The only complaint I have is all the rest of you like them as much as I do, and so it's really hard to find them. And if you don't jump when they release things nowadays, you pretty much have lost it. It reminds me a little bit of back when Foxy Fix and Chic Sparrow were all the rage, and if you weren't there sitting at the computer with your finger on buy as soon as something launched, you missed out. And Moterm has become that way as well. But it's a definite good value for the money, and so I understand why people feel the way they do. So what do you think about Moterm? Do you use their planners or their covers, and have you bought into the craze of the Moterms? I kind of hesitated to do for a while, but I'm falling in love with them more and more that I buy. And if you saw my recent video that I did on my December setup, you'll know that I also purchased in November a beautiful dark teal A6 rings that I'm using, that I love very much. So I have a feeling there will be more Moterms in my future. And the one good thing about it is I can probably buy 4 Moterms for the price I would pay for 1 Gilio or Vanderspec. So that's how I justify it in my mind, just buying them. And at some point I'm going to have to start parting with some of the things that I'm not using, because it just doesn't make sense to have planners sitting on the shelf. So there'll probably be a D-stash coming to a Instagram near you. But in the meantime, let me know, are you a Moterm user? Are you a Moterm lover? Or are you somebody who is anti-Moterm? Do you not like them? I'm very curious to know what other people think about them, because I think there are some strong feelings on both directions in terms of Moterm. Hope this video finds you well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will join me for another video. I've got quite a few planned here in the next couple of weeks, and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. Please, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and if you want to be updated on the next video when it comes out, hit the subscribe button as well, so you'll be notified as soon as the video is available. Take care, everybody, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.